9. Physical signs your soul is awakening. You'll be shocked. What if I told you that the mysterious ringing in your ears, the inexplicable fatigue you've been feeling, and those sudden waves of emotion aren't signs that something is wrong with you, but rather ancient messages from your soul, desperately trying to communicate that you're ascending to a higher realm of existence? Tonight, we're going to decode the secret language your body speaks when it begins its most profound transformation. Stay with me, because by the end of this journey, you'll understand why every strange sensation you've been experiencing is actually a sacred sign of your spiritual evolution. The path to enlightenment rarely announces itself with trumpets and celestial choirs. Instead, it whispers through your physical vessel in ways that modern medicine cannot explain. Yet ancient wisdom has understood for millennia. Your body becomes a living oracle during spiritual awakening, transmitting cryptic messages through sensations that leave you questioning your sanity. But what if these aren't random occurrences? What if they're carefully orchestrated signals from the universe itself, guiding you toward your highest potential? The mystics of old knew these secrets. They understood that the flesh must be prepared before the spirit can soar. Tonight, we unlock these mysteries together, revealing the hidden meanings behind the physical phenomena that mark your ascension. The ethereal symphony, decoding auditory ascension signals. Satimis, haunting ringing echoing through the chambers of your consciousness. Isn't tinnitus? It's the universe, downloading sacred frequencies directly into your energetic field. This celestial symphony, sometimes gentle as a whisper, other times overwhelming as thunder, represents your soul's radio tuning into stations. Beyond the physical realm, ancient traditions speak of these auditory phenomena as the music of the spheres, the cosmic vibrations that connect all living beings to the divine source. When your ears begin receiving these transmissions, it signals that your spiritual receptors are coming online, preparing you to receive wisdom from dimensions invisible to ordinary perception. These sounds intensify during moments of stillness, meditation, or profound spiritual growth. They're not intrusions into your peace. They're invitations to deeper communion with the infinite. Each tone carries encoded information, upgrading your consciousness like software updates for the soul. The timing isn't coincidental. Your higher self orchestrates these downloads precisely when you're ready to receive them, ensuring your journey unfolds at the perfect pace for your unique path to enlightenment. The sacred exhaustion, understanding divine recalibration. The bone-deep weariness that sleep cannot cure isn't weakness. It's evidence of the most intensive spiritual boot camp your soul has ever undertaken. Your energetic system is undergoing a complete overhaul, upgrading from the limited frequency of three-dimensional existence to the expanded bandwidth of higher consciousness. This divine exhaustion serves a sacred purpose. As your body purges decades of accumulated energetic debris, limiting beliefs, ancestral traumas, societal programming, it requires enormous amounts of life force energy. Your physical vessel becomes a cosmic construction site, with invisible workers dismantling old structures and building new pathways for divine light to flow. The fatigue demands that you slow down, creating space for this monumental transformation. It's the universe's way of ensuring you don't miss the subtle miracles occurring within your cellular structure. Every moment of rest becomes a meditation, every pause an opportunity for integration. This isn't ordinary tiredness. It's the sacred weariness of a caterpillar dissolving in its chrysalis, trusting the mysterious process that will birth its wings. Crown chakra. Awakening. The pressure of expanding consciousness. When mysterious headaches crown your skull or pressure builds behind your third eye, you're experiencing the activation of humanity's most sacred energy centers. These aren't medical conditions requiring pills. They're the growing pains of consciousness expanding beyond its familiar boundaries. The crown chakra, your direct connection to divine source, begins opening like a lotus flower at dawn. This process creates intense energetic pressure as dormant neural pathways illuminate and ancient wisdom centers come alive. Your brain, that magnificent organic computer, is receiving hardware upgrades that allow it to process multidimensional information. The third eye's awakening brings its own unique sensations as your inner vision sharpens. Lifetimes of psychic abilities, carefully hidden beneath layers of social conditioning, begin stirring from their slumber. The pressure you feel is literally your perception expanding, preparing to see beyond the veil that separates the seen from the unseen. These sacred headaches mark the moments when your consciousness stretches beyond the confines of ordinary reality, reaching toward the infinite wisdom that has always been your birthright. If these revelations are resonating with your soul's truth, join our community of awakening spirits by subscribing to The Light of Wisdom. Your subscription becomes part of your spiritual practice, connecting you with thousands of others walking this same sacred path. The Kundalini current, energy serpent, awakening, the electric tingling dancing along your spine, the buzzing sensations in your palms, the waves of energy cascading through your nervous system. These are signs that your inner serpent is stirring. Kundalini, the primordial life force that lies coiled at the base of your spine, has begun its legendary ascent toward enlightenment. This ancient energy, revered in mystical traditions across cultures, represents the raw creative power of the universe housed within your physical form. When it awakens, it moves like liquid lightning through your chakras, clearing blockages that have restricted your spiritual potential for lifetimes. The sensations can range from gentle warmth to intense electrical storms within your body. During meditation or moments of deep introspection, these energetic waves intensify, signaling major breakthroughs in your spiritual development. Your hands may tingle as healing abilities awaken. Your feet may buzz as your connection to Earth's energy deepens. This isn't a medical phenomenon. It's a mystical one. The same force that moves galaxies and grows flowers is awakening within you, preparing to transform you into a conscious co-creator of reality. Messages from the void. Sacred sleep disruption. Those mysterious awakenings between 2 and 4 a.m. aren't insomnia. They're appointments with the divine. During these sacred hours, when the veil between worlds grows gossamer thin, your soul schedules private consultations with higher dimensions of existence. This time frame, known in spiritual circles as the hour of divine communion, offers optimal conditions for subconscious clearing and energetic realignment. While your conscious mind rests, your higher self works tirelessly, processing the day's spiritual downloads and preparing your psyche for the next phase of awakening. The vivid dreams accompanying this period carry encrypted messages from your soul's library of wisdom. Symbolic scenarios play out like sacred theater, revealing unhealed wounds, untapped potentials, and glimpses of your destined path. These aren't mere random firings of neurons. They're carefully crafted communications from your highest self. Rather than fighting these disruptions, embrace them as sacred opportunities. Use these awakened moments for meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in the mystical silence that permeates the pre-dawn hours, the heart's volcanic awakening, emotional tsunamis. 2D, overwhelming emotional waves crashing through your consciousness aren't breakdowns, they're breakthroughs. These intense feelings, ranging from inexplicable sorrow to ecstatic joy, represent decades of suppressed emotions finally finding their voice, demanding to be acknowledged and released. Your heart chakra, that sacred bridge between earthly and divine love, undergoes a profound purification process. Like a spiritual volcano, It erupts with all the feelings you've buried beneath layers of social propriety and emotional numbness. Each tear carries the memory of a wound ready for healing. Each laugh the echo of joy returning to your soul. The physical sensations, chest tightness, spontaneous trembling, waves of heat or cold, are your body's way of moving stagnant energy that has crystallized around old traumas. This emotional alchemy transforms pain into wisdom, fear into compassion, and separation into unity. These aren't symptoms of instability. They're signs of your emotional intelligence evolving to match your expanding spiritual awareness. Your capacity to feel deeply becomes your greatest strength, not your weakness. Heightened perception. When ordinary becomes extraordinary. As bright lights become blinding and gentle sounds feel thunderous, you're not developing sensitivities. You're developing superpowers. Your nervous system, upgraded by the ascending energies, now perceives subtleties that ordinary consciousness cannot detect. This heightened sensitivity extends far beyond the 5 physical senses. You're becoming attuned to the energetic frequencies that pulse through all existence. The emotional states of others, the spiritual atmosphere of locations, the vibrational quality of thoughts and intentions. Your awareness expands to encompass layers of reality previously invisible to your perception. This transformation requires patience and protection. Like a photographer adjusting to new camera settings, you need time to calibrate your enhanced perceptual abilities. Gentle environments and grounding practices become essential tools for navigating this expanded awareness without becoming overwhelmed. Your sensitivity isn't a burden, it's a blessing. You're developing the perceptual abilities of the mystics, the healers, and the wisdom keepers who have guided humanity throughout history. The solar revolution, digestive transformation. The unusual digestive symptoms accompanying your awakening aren't food intolerances. They're evidence of your solar plexus chakra undergoing revolutionary change. This energy center, governing personal power and self-identity, rebels against foods and substances that no longer serve your elevated vibration. Your body's wisdom automatically guides you toward lighter, more vibrationally aligned nutrition. The heavy, processed foods that once satisfied now feel like lead in your system, while fresh, living foods resonate with your expanding energy field. Some experience periods of natural fasting as the body focuses its energy inward for spiritual work rather than digestion. These changes reflect a deeper transformation in how you process not just food, but life itself. Your personal power awakens, demanding authenticity in every choice. The stomach discomfort signals the dissolution of old patterns of people-pleasing and self-betrayal, making space for genuine self-expression. Your digestive system becomes a barometer for spiritual alignment, rejecting what doesn't serve your highest good and craving what nourishes your soul's evolution. The heart's gateway opens. Chest revelations. Those mysterious heart palpitations and waves of warmth flooding your chest aren't cardiac concerns. They're the universe knocking on your heart's door, requesting permission to enter. Your heart chakra, that sacred gateway between human and divine love, undergoes an expansion that reverberates through your entire being. This opening brings profound sensitivity to the emotional and energetic currents flowing between all living beings. You may suddenly feel overwhelmed by love for strangers, moved to tears by simple beauty, or deeply affected by the collective pain of humanity. This isn't emotional instability, it's emotional evolution. The physical sensations accompanying this opening, the racing heart, the flooding warmth, the feeling of expansion in your chest, mark your initiation into universal love. Your capacity for compassion grows exponentially as the barriers between your heart and the cosmic heart dissolve. These sensations invite you to trust your intuitive guidance more deeply, to embrace vulnerability as strength, and to recognize yourself as a conduit for divine love in physical form. The symphony of symptoms you've been experiencing aren't signs of illness or instability. They're love letters from the universe, written in the ancient language of energy and sensation. Each mysterious ache, every inexplicable emotion, all those strange sensations are sacred communications, confirming that you're exactly where you need to be on your spiritual journey. Your body has become a living temple, housing a consciousness that's expanding beyond the limitations of ordinary human existence. These physical phenomena are the growing pains of a soul learning to inhabit a form designed for divine expression. If this message has illuminated your path and helped decode the mysterious language your body has been speaking, honor this moment by subscribing to the Light of Wisdom and sharing this revelation with others who may be questioning their own strange symptoms. Together, we create a community of awakening souls, supporting each other through this magnificent transformation. Remember, every sensation you feel, every change you experience, every moment of discomfort is temporary. But the consciousness you're awakening into is eternal. Trust the process. Embrace the mystery, and know that you're not alone on this sacred journey toward your highest potential. The light of wisdom continues to shine for all who seek it. Until our paths cross again in the realm of infinite possibility, may your awakening unfold with grace, clarity, and profound inner knowing.